Hi everyone. Hi every Yes, okay, mic is on. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome into practice. Welcome into practice. How is everyone doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? If you're watching this live with me, welcome to Friday Eve. Yes. Thursday. It's Thursday. Every time I say Friday Eve, I'm reminded of something a colleague told me once, which is I don't know why this has always stuck with me, but the sentiment was around not trying to rush through life, not trying to get to the very next thing, right? Just be here today. And so when I think about Friday Eve, right, I'm saying that because we're hopeful that Friday, for Friday, for the weekend. But Thursday evening practice time, this is just as valuable, just as nice, just as much to experience and love and all of the things, right? So whether you're seeing this as Thursday evening or Friday Eve, or you're watching this later at some other time, welcome in. So come on in, get settled in. Join me in the chat. Feel free to chime in. Who's here? How's it going? How are you? How's your week been going? How are things? Hey mom. Mom's here. Time to relax. Yes, and that is what we're doing today. We're pretty much just gonna breathe. So, um, every once in a while, it's nice just to breathe. So, as we get into practice here shortly, that is where we will be headed. So, hopefully, what that looks like for you is just taking a few moments for yourself to just center in, dropping everything else that you have going on, maybe setting it down instead of dropping it, throwing it, whatever you need to do, but letting that all go and coming into right now, right now, right now, right now as you come into practice. So I'm so glad that you are here. And we will move right into actually, one thing I wanted to say before we get rolling here is I was doing my makeup, which you can see I'm still learning some things. I haven't become one of those influencer people, obviously, around makeup. So I still have quite a bit to learn. But I was doing my makeup before, starting practice. Sorry about the camera there. And I'm putting my mascara on. I don't know if you guys can tell. And Side, hi, yes, ready to relax. So just making an observation, putting on my makeup, getting ready to come here. You guys, I haven't worn makeup all day, and I'm gonna take it off after we get done with practice. So the internet is all fake, right? The internet is all fake, right? We only see what we want to put out there. Now, I do this because I like it. It's fun. I like the way it looks on camera. It's fun, right? All of the things. It feels good. It's nice. If you're someone that wears it all the time, right? That is awesome. If you're someone that never wears it a day in her life, that's awesome too. But it just struck me, right, as I'm putting on my mascara at 20 minutes to 8 after not wearing it all day. Like, it's just so interesting how we show up in different areas of our lives, right? So, who's with me, right? Who is with me? We show up in different ways on different on different parts of our life. So, um anyhow, shall we move into sticker segment? If this was a recording and not a live, I haven't figured out how to do it for the live. I've got to learn some new software or something like that. But I would have some sort of cool transition for sticker segment. I don't know how to do that yet. So I'll put that on the to-do list along with getting rid of the grainy thumbnails. So thank you all for hanging out with me in these early stages. But so excited to move into sticker segment. So if you're coming on in, thank you, Side, for the support. If you're coming on in, pop on in the chat with us. We're doing sticker segment. I know Sticker segment is like the most fun things. If you would like to contribute stickers to the sticker segment, please message me and we can set up a way for delivery. And I will have your stickers, inspirational and positive only, please, added to our sticker collection. So, first one's up. This one I pulled beforehand because I was like, it's jumping out of the box at me and I just need to see what it says. And I think this is for all of us. This is for all of us who are here now, who will watch this later. For me, when I watch it a month from now, all of it. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. And you already are, because here you are at practice. I hope you're at practice, at least in part, for yourself. Hopefully, all for yourself, right? Coming here, getting what you need, taking what you need, a form of loving yourself. So, love yourself. The sticker says so. Let's do another. We'll do them in threes. Aha. The sticker box heard me. Good vibes only. I always have mixed feelings about this sentiment, right? Because we want to save space, have space for all of ourselves, all of our feelings, and sometimes they're not always good vibes. Am I right? Um, and right, what can we take from this sentiment, right? That can be helpful. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to blind you there. Good vibes only. Maybe we can set that intention as we go through practice today to set down all of the heavy, set down all of the hard, and let these moments be good for ourselves, full and relaxing and spacious and good vibes. Let's do one more. I'm peeking. Sorry. Okay, let me not do that. Okay. Oh, and if this is interesting, they're like the same color palette. I'll show you guys here in a second. And if that last sticker was offensive and you're like, I can't possibly with the good vibes, you don't have any idea what's going on, this too shall pass. This too, that's the thing about being human. That's the thing about life. None of it's permanent. None of it. The good, the bad, the here, the now, the tomorrow, the yesterday. This too shall pass. Isn't this interesting? The color palette's pretty well the same for these guys. Sorry, I really got to get myself better at. Anyhow, you can read it. And don't forget to love yourself. Okay. And transition into practice. So I mentioned at the top, we are going to, and if any of that resonated with you, feel free to pop it in the chat. Let me know. Let me know what hit. Let me know what missed. Let me know how we feel. As you're settling in, I always check in with myself before we get started, right? That's what I was doing right there to see what posture is there a suggestion to make for posture for this practice. And I usually come to the conclusion that, take the posture that is best for you. So whether that's a more disciplined, upright, intentional posture that you're here to practice, and, this is how we're holding the space, or if you're curling up on the couch with all your blankets and all your pillows and you're snuggling in and maybe you're going to fall asleep halfway through, like, do it. So and I think especially for tonight, I feel like that would be really good just to get comfortable, because tonight is just about pausing and taking a breath. We're not going to try to change anything. We're not going to try to necessarily visualize anything tonight. We're just going to pause and breathe. Pause and breathe. And that in itself is so powerful because it helps our bodies know it's okay. It's okay to turn on the relaxation side of the body and let it do all of its rejuvenation, restoration things, right? Which are so vital to a healthy life, a balanced life, a fulfilled life. So, and all we have to do is just breathe. So let's do that. Let's do that. I hope you are settled in. Grab some water if you need it. Oh, starting to make any movements, adjustments you need to make. So, adjusting your clothes, adjusting how you're sitting. Maybe as you're settling in, you realize you got to shake some things out, right? Excuse me. Letting that out if you need to. I'll have some water. Settling in, coming to your breath. Just starting to take some breaths. Maybe you're not even done moving yet. That's okay. Breathing, breathing. Maybe some stretches. And already, as we are settling into this moment, into the posture we want to take for practice, we're attuning to what we want and what we need, right? And throughout the day, I think we can find that many of us aren't attuned to what we want and what we need because we're attuning to what others want and need, which is not a bad thing, right? And it can be so important to take that time for ourselves. So, tuning in, right? How does your body want you to adjust? As you tune in, you might realize, oh, I'm stretching out my neck because my neck was tight and I didn't know that. And now I do. And so I'm going to stretch it a little bit. Oh, I don't know if you heard that cracking. You might feel you have a little bit of extra anxious energy. And so maybe shaking that, right? Shaking that out, just attuning to that in your body and saying, oh, yeah, I didn't realize. And this feels a lot better, right? If I can just shake that out for a second, right? So just taking some movements like that, stretching to the side, maybe curling in, stretching out, taking up some space, right? Have you done that today? Have you taken up some space physically? Or have you stayed small, hunched over your keyboard maybe, or your craft table, right? Take up some space. And just noticing what that feels like. And coming to center into stillness when it feels right for you. If you're not there yet, keep on going. If you are there, just centering in, starting to become more and more still. Letting your hands rest gently in a neutral position, maybe closing your eyes if they're not already. If it's more comfortable for you to leave your eyes open, you can take a soft gaze somewhere just in front of you. Taking some breaths. And just centering in on that breath. Inviting you to take maybe a few deep breaths here and choosing how you want those to feel. Maybe a deep inhale and a forceful exhale, letting it all out. Maybe as you do that, you notice your shoulders dropping down and away. Maybe you do that a few times. Maybe you take a nice, slow, deep inhale in. Maybe you hold it for a few seconds at the top. And then maybe slowly you take a long exhale. And maybe you do that a few times. That sort of breathing is really good to signal to our body and our brains that it's time to relax. When we're stressed, our breath doesn't look like that. When we're stressed, our breaths are short and tight. And sometimes that shortness and tightness isn't anything out of the normal. But when you finally take a long breath, you realize just how short the others have been, how shallow the others have been. So I invite you to take a few long breaths, a deep inhale and a long exhale. I like to do these in through my nose and out through my mouth. You can choose an in-breath through your nose and out through your nose, if that's better for you. Sometimes I find I purse my lips a little bit as I breathe out. This encourages the windpipe to stay nice and open. And now just choosing the breath that serves you best. Continuing on with the longer breaths. Maybe returning to just a typical breath, not trying to make it any sort of way, just allowing your body to breathe. And I invite you to allow your attention to rest. Rest on your in-breath and your out-breath. Attending to the sensations and the experience of breathing. You might notice how your body moves with your breath. The rise and fall of your chest and belly. Perhaps your shoulders. Noticing the sounds associated with breathing. And just resting here for a little bit of time. This is all you have to do right now. Setting down everything from today, all of the memories from today, the conversations, the to-do list, setting down everything that has yet to be done, plans for tomorrow, worries, anxieties. Excuse me. And just attending to your breath. In the moment of silence, especially, you may find your mind wandering, picking up thoughts, attending to sensations in your body, sounds in another room, simply becoming aware of where your attention has gone on a thought, sensation, sound, emotion. Thank it. Thank it for enriching your lives. This is part of the human experience, to think, to feel, to experience life through our senses. Thank you for showing up and kindly allowing your attention to come back to your breath. Once again, setting everything else down and just breathing. You might invite your muscles to relax as you breathe. On your out breath, relaxing your shoulders a little bit, maybe your back. You may notice that your jaw is clenched or your fists. You may notice the muscles in your legs are tensed. And becoming aware of these things, gently inviting them to simply relax with an out breath. You may notice on the very next breath that those same muscles have tightened again. And just inviting them again to relax without judgment. There is nothing wrong with this practice. Attending over and over to our breath. That is the practice. This is your direct experience of living, being alive, being human. Just breathing. I invite you to rest into this moment. Allow it to be. Allow yourself to be right here, right now, without urgency. Just breathing. Keep breathing. That's all you have to do right now. And isn't that a beautiful thing? Becoming aware of where your attention wanders off to, as it will. That's its job, to attend to things, thoughts, sound sensations. And then choosing to bring your attention back to your breath and experience breathing. Becoming more and more relaxed as you allow yourself to be right here, right now. You may feel yourself getting sleepy or tired. You may feel yourself becoming anxious. You may simply feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. And without judgment, just becoming aware of this state. And then once again, tuning in to your breath. We'll just take another minute or two here. Sinking in fully to your practice of breathing, of being, experiencing life right here, right now. And in these last few minutes of practice, you may choose to stay with your breath. You may choose to engage some love. Engage some love inward, perhaps even placing your hand on your heart and just resting in a moment of gratitude. Here you are, breathing, living. I'm so glad, sending these messages inward to your body. I'm so glad we could be here tonight. Grateful for this moment. All of these breaths. This practice. Sending gratitude to yourself for choosing yourself tonight, to take care of yourself so that you can show up as your best self in the world. Just taking a few more breaths. And when you're ready, beginning to take some movements. If your hands were at your heart, you may even choose to open your arms wide. Eyes open or eyes closed. Simply opening up the space, receiving love, breathing. I invite you to bring a smile to your face. And as you're ready, wiggling your fingers and your toes, stretching out if you need to stretch. And when you're ready, coming back into the room where we started. Good stretch there. Ah. How are you? How did it go? How are you feeling? I feel more relaxed. I definitely feel more relaxed. And I think if we can take something into the week with us, cue the other transition, I suppose, to action item segment. Let's see what we can do to pause and just take a breath, right? Our brains have so many stimuli in our environment that our attention is constantly pinging to all of the different things. I mean, even just looking around you right now, all of the things, any one of those things could take your attention and you could spend time with, right? Not to mention the sounds, the smells, the taste, the touch, right? All of these experiences out in the real world, on social media and the internet, everywhere, right? And so coming back to our breath, just for one breath, right? Maybe before you take a sip of your coffee in the morning, and just as you're holding it, you pause and you just and allow yourself to just really experience that breath, that humanness, right? That living being that you are. Experience that. And that invites you to bring the experience into the rest of your day, your attention, where you want it, right? So maybe you take that sip of coffee with a lot of awareness and you really taste it and you really smell it and you feel the temperature. Hopefully, it's not too hot, but you'll know because you're especially paying attention. So, in any case, that's the action item for this week. Find a moment when you can pause and put all of your attention as best you can onto one breath and just see what that opens up for you. So, with that, I will leave you with the stickers one more time. If anybody has anything they want to pop in the chat about their experience, I'm hoping you're feeling more relaxed, more calm. I didn't know there was a new segment. I know we're up to 3. We have sticker segment, practice segment, and action item segment. Yes, can't wait for I know the coffee. I know now I want a cup of coffee, right? But also it's 8:30 on a school night. So I guess I won't do that this time. Okay. So, but cheers to the morning. Or if you're watching this later, if you're watching this before you start your day, my mom is a night owl. Yes, go. You will let us know how that tastes. I'm sure it will be a delightful experience. So she will do it for us, and we will live vicariously through her. So yes, experience your breath and your coffee or drink of choice to its fullest. That is your action item for today. Do I not give out the best homework? I mean, come on. Okay. Um, love yourself. Good vibes. Good vibes. Can I do this? Sort of. Whoop. Not okay. Well, all right. Whoop. This too shall pass. So there you go. This could be a good thumbnail, except for my face. Okay, y'all, it's getting late. My coffee has worn off. I am so glad that you came tonight. I hope you enjoy your breath. I hope you enjoy your coffee. I hope you enjoy your human experience. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself a chance to relax when you can. Take what you need from the stickers. Take what you need from the community. I'm so glad you guys could come tonight. And for anyone who is watching this later. So, one last thing before we sign off, I am pulling together a small group for caregivers. So, if you are interested in joining that conversation, please reach out to me directly through any of the means. So, you can leave a comment here if you like. Otherwise, empoweredhealingpractices@gmail.com, or hop on over to our Facebook group and message me there. So, I am pulling that together, and I'm so excited to start getting some things off the ground for our caregiver family. So I love you all so much. We will be back here same time next week. Oh, you guys, all of the things. I should have said this at the beginning. It's my sister's birthday. So if you see her, if you know her, say hi, say happy birthday to her. If you don't know her, she is the proprietor of Black Cat Atelier, which is a phenomenal shop. I believe she still has her Etsy shop up. I know she has her website up. She's at conventions all over the country. So check her stuff out. It's her birthday. So I'm sending you to her website. So go there, check it out. Buy some stuff. Okay, have fun. Good night. Good morning whenever you're watching this. I will see you all next time. Bye.